We're here to raise awareness of the tick campaign, really, that no bite is right. And what a more fantastic place could we be at, especially with the sun shining up in Scotland. So we've picked 3 regional areas where obviously it's more prevalent. Just want to meet dog owners. I am a dog owner. I've always had dogs. At different times in my career and my life, I've had them running all over Dartmoor, and I've had them with ticks, and I know how annoying they can be and how dangerous they can be.
Ticks carry Lyme disease. That's one of our major concerns at the moment. For dogs themselves, there's a whole range of diseases. Dogs can also get Lyme disease, but there's also a disease called babesia that we're particularly worried about at the moment, because that's a disease which has just entered the UK from mainland Europe. And we're really very concerned about that. We're worried about how it's going to spread over the UK. If you walk the dog in sort of rural environments, in countryside, particularly in woodland areas of rough grazing, then there's a good chance that you will be bitten by a tick, particularly early on in the year when the ticks start feeding in the spring. The key thing is just to be aware of the risk of ticks, be aware of the areas that ticks are most likely to be found and the times of year when they're most likely to be abundant.
So dogs might pick up ticks by going on walks, particularly pasture land where ruminants, cows might be grazing. Also areas of high deer population, long grass and bracken, that type of thing, moorland potentially. So lots of areas that dogs can pick up ticks. We also know that ticks are spreading into the kind of peri-urban areas. So parks and country parks around major cities could also be an issue as well.
We always watch the dogs and check them after being walking.
Ticks are very dangerous because they can pick them up in the long grass. You don't notice them straight away. You've got to be careful.
I think any good dog owner should always be aware of any changes in their dogs, as they should be themselves as human beings as well.
The best ways to prevent your dogs getting all parasites, I would say, is go and talk to your local vet about this. Talk to them about plans where you can use certain medications that will prevent these parasites. The biggest thing that really I would advocate is that you go and talk about tick prevention and tick repellency products so that ticks aren't even going to bite your dogs when you're out on walks.
My advice as a dog owner and someone that's been made aware of all these points recently myself is that go and speak to your vet first and foremost. He or she knows the situation in your particular area. Do research. It's a jungle.co.uk, fantastic website where you can get all the sorts of information that would be helpful, and just act. Prevention is always better than cure. There is no need for your dog to be bitten by a tick. I think what happens is when owners know about the tick problems, they think, oh, let's stay out of the long grass, let's stay out of the woods. Actually, the dogs love that. That's the nicest part of the summer, being able to go to those sort of places and be dry and warm for a change. So don't avoid them, just do what's necessary to put things in place, prevention in place.